1, 2, 3.
Yes, it's the Late Late Breakfast Show with your host, Bernie J. Mitchell.
Are you in?
Are you in?
Hello folks, we're back on the Engaging People podcast, and today in Work Hubs, my favourite Euston-based co-working place, I'm with Javier, from one of the co-founders of Social Bro, which is my other favourite Spanish-based social application tool. So I've got you in here today because I use Social Bro and I'm very bad at explaining it to other people. So I thought if I pin the founder down, maybe he can help me. So,
Oops. Sorry. Well, okay, what happened?
that's okay.
Okay, yeah, so, well, thanks, Bernie, for inviting me here. Well, the Social Bureau basically is a software that helps you to manage and analyze your Twitter community. That can be simple, but can be also very complicated when you started to get more and more followers. And we believe that Twitter is crucial for many companies now that want to get a viral message or to take care of their followers. So,
and where did you actually start? Because you've been going, is it 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah, now we have a team of, so we started 3 founders and now we have a team of 12 people. So 7 of them are in Cordoba, Spain, where we are originally from. The rest is here in UK. So we have dev and support in Cordoba, Spain, and sales and marketing here in London.
And what was the journey of getting started? So did you sort of wake up one day and suddenly have 12 people working for you, or where did the idea start?
Yeah, so the idea started like in 2007. Really, we started a team of 3 people. The 3 founders. We were a consulting company building websites, online store, this kind of thing. After 2-3 years creating different things, we jumped on Twitter. We started with our Twitter accounts. We love it, and we decided to build a search engine to find people you want to follow. So because we found that it was a problem in Twitter. So with that application that we got kind of good traffic, especially from Japan, then we moved to this who to follow, and we realized that there was a tradition called Follow Friday.
Yep.
That tradition is about people recommending other Twitters on Friday. And it was like 9 million, 10 million of recommendations every Friday. So what we did is compute all of them and created and generate a ranking with the most recommended tweets along the world by country. So we realized that people love rankings. Argentina, in UK also love a lot. Rio Ferdinand. Yep. So they were like the most recommended tweets, and we notify them saying, okay, Rio Ferdinand, you are the most recommended in UK. So they thought that we were part of Twitter. We are like retweets or something like that. So they retweet us, and we started to get a lot of followers in our Follow Friday.
What did you get up to?
Yeah, like 80,000 followers. But we realized then that, okay, we have all those people, but now what we can do with them. So who they are, first is who they are. And although we received some emails and we knew that some famous people were following us, we don't really know who they are, and we don't really exactly if they are influencers. We can do something with them. We can do PR with them. So what we did is look on internet, Google about application that help me understand my Twitter followers, or who are my followers, things like that. And we realized that there wasn't any software that helped you to really understand who they are in an individual level. So as we developed some application before, we developed Social Bureau, and then it was in on April 2011 when we launched our first beta.
And did you launch it in English or English and Spanish? Or
yeah,
the multi-language thing I think is really interesting too.
Yeah, that's we started as the other application. We knew with the know-how of the other Twitter application, we developed like 7 or 8 before Social Bro. We knew that we had to do it first in English and then in Spanish. So we did it.
And then in Chinese.
Well, that's there is Weibo, Sina Weibo, that is really similar to Twitter, and we don't know if sometime we'll do it for Social Bro for Weibo. But we started in English, but yeah, two months later we launched the Spanish version, of course, because actually the English one was with help of an English teacher. Because we know a little bit of English, but not that much.
You're doing quite well.
Thank you. And also it was important because our first hiring was Leticia Polese. Is our communication manager. Is our community manager. She manages all Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, etc. And she came from Brazil. And so we also launched the application in Portuguese, so multi-language.
And what's So the next question would be, who's the target market? Who uses it the most?
So I think that we grew as Twitter grew too. So we started with using by Twitter power users. And they became part of community managers of companies and also part of the marketing. And it's still growing. It's not when you see budget from companies. Some of them they don't have specific budgets for Twitter or for Facebook, or it's kind of blur thing still. But yeah, it's we grow like that, and then the first user that we learned a lot that they suggest a lot of features were Twitter power users. So people that love Twitter, they want to keep clean their communities. They want to remove them, follow people. They want to see who they are active, inactive. So we learn a lot of them, and then our evolution was more in the marketing and in the sales aspect, and also providing stats to help you understand your community and help you to define your strategy by providing the good stats that can help you.
That's worked really well because I've the way I'm not a huge brand, but I found it very quickly easy to look at who was actually following me and who, because of the way it all moving my hands around here, folks. Because you can see everyone on the screen at the same time. Not everyone, but you can drill down to different segments very easily. So I actually get more retweets because I retweet for my followers rather than what I think they should hear, and that's a very important thing for a brand and an individual.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the. So with Social Bro, you can create lists really easy. So just with the segmenting and with searching and with the followers, you can create lists. And those lists are going to help you to listen to your followers and to engage the people that you want to engage. Yep. So that's a critical part in Twitter, and that's something that you can do really easy with Social Bro.
So if I'm a community manager in a company or an agency, what are the kind of daily things that how would I use Social Bro on a daily basis?
Yeah, so for community managers, we think that you can save tons of time with Social Bro. One of them is, you can see your new followers, people that follow you who are influencers, and then create those lists to listen to specific people. And then you can, with the stats and with the best time to do it, it's something that you can use daily to tweet at the right time, and also with the right message. That also is very important.
So the best time to tweet is probably one of the functions I use every few days. Mm. So how does that work? Because that's certainly influenced how I use Twitter. And I used to drive a Ford Fiesta, and now I have a private jet just from that function. I've done so well.
Cool. So yeah, how it works is we analyze when your followers are online. That's the basics. And we tell you when they are online. So when they tweet, when they are doing some action in Twitter. And also we tell you which are the topics that they talk about. So that's two things. So if you want to know when your main influencers are talking about, then you can select this group in Social Bro and just create a best time to tweet customized for just those users.
So you could go. I see Robert Scoble and Chris Brogan are online at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll mention them in a tweet then and be that accurate.
Yeah, you can actually do individual best time to tweet to know exactly when someone is online, so you can.
That's creepy and amazing.
Yeah. So but it's. What we have seen comparing with other software is that these segmenting capabilities and this possibility to analyze part of your community, not all of them, so deal with your followers individual is crucial. Yep. So you can. It's not the same if you have an international community. It's not the same if you just create a best time to tweet for all of them because they are like in Spain, they are in US. It's impossible. You're gonna come up with a data that is not accurate. But if you segment those in different groups, then you're gonna it's gonna be.
I know because of Social Bro, I know my community I've got is London, San Francisco, New York, Buenos Aires, Brussels, and I have one friend that lives in where is it in Greece? I can't remember that.
Corfu?
No, it's not Corfu. I forget the name now, but it's like I always worry about that one guy in Greece and making sure I hit them. So I've got the best time to tweet. What applications plug into Social Bro, and how do I make use of that best time to tweet?
Yeah, so as Social Bro is not let's say that it's not a tool for tweeting. We are more for your community. We are based on people and focus on people. But you can connect with Buffer or Hootsuite to tweet at your best time to tweet. So basically, Buffer, what you can do with Buffer is deliver your tweets along the day or along the week in a structured way, and we put that structure exporting from our algorithm, our stats in best time to tweet to Buffer.
And how do you work out how do you work out the best time to tweet? Is it so many followers or action?
You mean how we calculate the best time to tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So depends on when your followers are online. So it depends on when they are tweeting, they are favoriting, they are doing some actions. So we look all data from the last 7 days, and then we put in a beautiful graph to tell you which would be the hour with when you have more followers, and also in another graph, which is the hour with more potential reach, because some of the followers can have more followers. So yeah, it depends on what you want. It's
now the next bit is which I'm really interested in. It's my favourite CRM, social CRM. I'm trying to make a joke there and it's not working. But no, because you recently integrated with Salesforce and Nimble, and that's the mixture between how to get leads from Twitter into your CRM. So there's a plugin for Nimble and Salesforce and Hootsuite. And I found that really good I'd see someone in Twitter and I'd just move them from Hootsuite to Nimble. So I'll be able to track that, potential hot lead very quickly. So how does, talk mostly about Nimble, because I do know more people in my community use Nimble, but say a bit about the both and your ambition with that connector.
Yeah, what we saw is that a lot of sales team were using Social Bro to find leads.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of, and then we realized that, okay, sales process is, it's the business process. So we need to be there. Also community managers, they are, your followers finally are people that, if you are a company, your followers are people that in theoretically they are going to your shop and buying. So you have to take care of them. And if you want to deal with them, with your sales process or with your customer relationship management process, then you have to export them to your CRM. So that's kind of what we started with Nimble, and then we developed for Salesforce. What you can do is you take your new followers and those that you believe that are potential leads or potential partnership or potential what you think that you have to manage with them in your CRM, daily CRM, and you can export them. You're gonna something that is very cool with the Nimble integration is that you can export your tags that you have in Socialbro to Nimble. So in Socialbro, you can tag people, so you can classify your community by customers, by influencers, etc. So with a couple of clicks, you can export them to Nimble, and then the sales team or that you have in Nimble then follow up with them.
So it helps you create more targeted lists from your community on Twitter and move them into your CRM. And just in case you don't know, CRM is customer relationship management. So, I have probably about 8 million people in my CRM, and I have them all segmented into, one-legged people and Argentine people married to Brazilians. So you can be very, very accurate with how you target your messages. Is that a good way of putting it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, because we're doing a podcast, you have to say yes, otherwise I look really silly. So, how does it work with Salesforce? Is it in a similar kind of way, or
yeah,
that's a much bigger beast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is not that flexible as Nimble. The good thing is that everything is integrated with them, so it makes a lot of sense. Actually, Hootsuite is also integrated with Nimble and with Salesforce. So for us, that we are very complemented with Hootsuite, and as we are also integrated with them. So we are a Hootsuite app, and you can have like Socialbro in Hootsuite. It's something that that is not that flexible, but the integration allows you to anytime you so it's like lead generation. Anytime you select a lead and qualify a lead, a new lead, then you can select the campaign, select the source, and then you put in the sales process. So that's I think that. And it's kind of giving value to the community managers, to people that are dealing with Socialbro. It's like giving them value to really become part of a company process.
For me, it's which is probably what you were saying. Gives you the opportunity to have a more direct customer experience or client experience. How does so there's a lot of with tools like Nimble, Buffer, Hootsuite, and other social media tools are available. How does in terms of time, I need you obviously to say how much time that saves, because there's a massive time saving by parting with $5 a month to use an application. It's a very small investment to make in terms of that. So how have people come back to you and said it's saved me time?
Yeah, so you mean which application they save more time, or
how does something like Socialbro save time for a community manager in an agency?
Okay, yeah. So one of them is building the stats, so they don't have to get all their followers and putting stats in Excel, things like that, and then we just build stats for them. Just they have to download the PDF or export into Excel, and they can share with their customers. And for community managers, it's really simple. They can see who are the new followers. They can do multiple actions. For example, create a list. That is very crucial in Twitter. So you can listen and engage the people that you want in Twitter. So you can create lists very fast with Socialbro. Even you can copy list from other Twitter accounts. So you can, that's very useful. So you can engage people. You can retweet your the tweets of your followers, so they are gonna retweet you. So finally, you are getting more viral and grow your community.
So it really adds to the speed of your workflow, which is something I've found definitely. Now I want to, because you mentioned how Hootsuite integrates with Socialbro, and something I've been playing more with since that has been available is the geo time zone thing. So I know that there's people in different places, and I think that's can you basically spell out how that works really well? If you have people in two different places and target market and stuff like that, am I right in saying that's quite unique to Socialbro? Or
yeah, definitely. That's one of the things that so our core is the segmentation. So that's our core, is that you have your followers in a database that you can filter and search everything. So that's the core. And then what you can do with those people is analyze part of them. So for example, a lot of companies have international followers. So it doesn't make sense you want to analyze all of them, because they are gonna give you an accurate data. But if you analyze first Spanish followers or GMT GNT plus 1 followers and then GNT minus 6 followers, then you are going to realize that that you can tweet you have to tweet at different times and probably with different topics, because they are, they talk about different things, so you can define your strategy depending in the topics that they talk, but also geographically in the time that they are. So that's this functionality about segmenting your follower is key, is definitely one of the things that also only Social Bro has.
And what does Social Bro integrate with at the moment? Is it
other applications that are integrated? Yes. Buffer, Hootsuite. Also, we have integrated a couple of influence index. One is Peer Index, and the other one is Cred.
Yep.
They are influence scores like Cloud. And actually Peer Index is a UK company. Cred is from San Francisco. And then we have Salesforce and Nimble. Hootsuite. I think I've done. And something is that also is very important. And now companies are using a lot of direct message campaigns. It's maybe you haven't used it, and it's kind of controversy in that. And we know that, but there are a specific topics.
It sounds like saying I can DM my followers.
Yeah, but this is the magic of Twitter. The magic is that if this direct message doesn't work, they will unfollow you. So you have to be very carefully about what you send.
And how have people used that so far? If you've got an example, you can.
Yeah, definitely. It's so one of our customers. They want to reach. They have 2 million followers, and they want to reach their journalist in a really easy way through Twitter. So they go to Social Bro, they search in the 2 million followers by journalist. They have a list. They curate the list with tags, and then when they have a campaign, they just send a button and send direct message to all to retweet or to, and not only journalists, also people that love the brand. Mm-hmm. So I can't give more details because I don't know.
That sounds, because I'd imagine if you're respectful of that feature, it will work very, very well. Because most people I know, when I do classes and stuff, they have a lot of people I know use Hootsuite, so they'll have this is my stream, this is my ats, and this is my DMs, and they'll probably pay more attention to the DMs or get an alert for a DM more than anything else. And so
I think customer service kind of is when a conversation become a trouble, they move to DM. Usually, the customer service is very important. Also in Barack Obama. So we made the idea with something that made Barack Obama. It was he did a direct message campaign, not with us, but I don't know how they did it, because there's no other tool that can do it today. But he did a direct message campaign, and Mashable posted about them. So we realized that, okay, we have this capability to tag people, curate your followers, organizing your followers. So why don't we put this functionality in for our users? And it's there are a lot of companies that are actually upgrading to Social Bro for that thing.
Well, I'm surprised more. Okay, I don't get a lot of spam on Twitter. Maybe I'm just lucky, or uninteresting. But it's every so often someone gets hacked and you get someone's talking about you on Facebook. But I think the DM is still a very
I think that's the definitely it's so that's for me it's the magic of Twitter is so it's not like like emails that finally they find a way to spam you. It's just if you unfollow someone, it's simply like that. Yeah.
So just to wrap up, how do you suggest people get started with Social Bro? Because and the background to that question is, when I first looked at it, I just stared at the screen for 10 minutes, and there's a lot of information there, which is, and as you've developed, it's become more and more clearer. But I worry that sometimes people will look at it and go, oh, and rather than appreciate everything that's available there,
we are working a lot on that on the user experience. We are working a lot on providing a way to show how Twitter can help your business. That we are we are gonna help people to understand which objectives they can get out from, not only from social, but also from Twitter. It's our mission is teach people that they can do business with Twitter, not only with their ads, but also with engaging people and communicate by Twitter. So that's our mission, and we are gonna build something around that. And from my recommendation are not only for those that have a lot of followers. So something that is very good in Social Bro is that you can see who your followers, also you can see the followers of your competitors or Twitter's accounts that you are interested. So that's crucial to grow your community, is following and engaging the right people. So that's so I recommend to use the sources, what we call sources. Sources basically is a Twitter account, a Twitter competitor account, a Twitter account that you are interested, and also a conversation that you can see people that are interested in your brand or in your business or whatever you do, and then follow them, engage them, create a list with Social Bro, and start Twitter taking advantage of it.
Brilliant. So where can we find you online?
Well, it's my Twitter is Javier Buron. It's JAVIER So that's my Twitter account.
We'll put a link to that in the show notes. And Social Bro is just Social Bro.
Yeah, it's socialbro.com.
Where did the name come from?
Yeah, it come from.
So is it Social Bro?
It's not brother. It's actually social browser. And our first claim is browse your community, so you can navigate and you can browse on who your followers are. So
is that Social Bro? Is that popular all around the world, or just in Bernie's head?
Well, we have received a lot of critics from US. Because this kind of brother kind of sexist too. So
is it a bit rappery for some people?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that it's like a punch on the arm. Social Bro. That's always how it's come across to me.
Yeah, we thought that was at least people are gonna remember the name and so that's.
and it works in Spanish, Portuguese, and English at the moment.
Yeah.
So can you say something to my Argentine friends just in Spanish?
Yes. So gracias por habernos escuchado, a Bernie y a mí, y encantado de haber estado aquí compartiendo un poquito más de Social Bro.
And we'll leave it there. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto, Bernie. Bye.
Please go to berniejmitchell.com/podcast. Bernie would love your feedback.